This is TWiT.
Spring has sprung. I know because I have allergies, which means it's time for some spring cleaning with my favorite devices. Spring is a great time to clean out your closet. I have two apps for that, Poshmark and ThreadUp. Now, if you think you might have some items in your closet that are worth something to someone else, then you can sell them. You could use Facebook Marketplace or a Facebook group or even Craigslist, but you're going to find yourself doing a lot of back and forth that wastes a lot of your time. And maybe you don't want to deal directly with people face to face. And why should you have to in this day and age? You should not. Poshmark is an app and a website that will let you list your items and people can buy them at that price, or they can make offers which you can accept, counter, or decline. It's a lot like eBay, but there is no time limit on the auctions. Once you've agreed on a price, Poshmark will email you a mailing label. You package up your item, slap on the label, and drop it in the mail. Once the buyers receive your item, the money is deposited in your Poshmark account, less Poshmark's 20% commission. Now, that might seem like a lot, but it's worth it to me not to have to deal with a bunch of Facebook or Craigslist buyers who may or may not show up when they say they're going to, and it could very well be serial killers. Who knows? Poshmark also immediately takes money from the buyers before you send the item. That way, as soon as the item is received and accepted, they release the money to you. They will also ensure that your buyer gets what you said you were selling. So if your Galaxy Note 7 burned a giant hole in that pocket of your Guess jeans and you don't disclose that, Poshmark will allow the buyer to send back the item to you and then give them their money back. My only issue with Poshmark is that I end up buying more items than I sell. But I feel pretty good about that, buying clothes that were previously worn, for the environment. If you don't want to mess with taking brightly lit and styled photos of your items, order a free bag from ThreadUp. Fill it with your gently used but still good condition women's and children's clothes, and they will pay for shipping. If they sell your items, you'll also get a small commission. If they don't sell them, they'll donate them or recycle them responsibly, and you don't have to think about it anymore. So you've cleaned out your closet and your kid's closet. Now it's time to sit back and let a robot do your vacuuming. Everyone always talks about Roomba, Roomba this, Roomba that, but I've been using the Neato BotVac D5, and I love it. It's got a flat front edge, which means it gets into corners more easily. It's also cheaper than the Roomba, but at around $600, it's still not cheap. I have a dog and 3 kids with muddy sneakers, soccer cleats full of artificial turf, and just general detritus. Nothing makes me happier than knowing that while I'm at work, the Neato, who we have named Betty, is sucking up all that debris so I don't have to sweep up at the end of the day when I would rather be watching Netflix. I can schedule the Neato to vacuum at a certain time of day every day or a certain day every week at a certain time. I can also just start her anytime I want, wherever I am, with my phone. And when she's done, I can check the coverage map on my phone to see where she's been. I recommend scheduling her when you're not at home because she is very loud. If you're worried about her getting stuck, that can be a concern. She will notify you if she can't get out from under the couch or if her battery is low, but unless someone else is at home, you'll have to wait until you get home to do anything about it. Despite that, I am extremely happy with my Neato, and if you're interested in finding out more about why I so love her, feel free to email me or message me on Twitter. I am Megan Morrone. So, the robot can vacuum the floors, but what about the rest of the household chores for spring cleaning and the rest of the year? Are you going to do them by yourself? Unless you live by yourself, I certainly hope you are not doing them all by yourself. It is time to delegate. If you have kids, a great app for teaching responsibility around the house and financial responsibility is called Homey. For spring cleaning, there are certain one-off jobs that you want to assign, but for the rest of the year, there are everyday responsibilities, and Homey offers settings for them both. If you don't even know where to start, you can pick from a preset chore list, set a due date, customize how often the recipient needs to do the chore, and you can even add a value to the chore. Then connect a bank account to automatically pay your kids for chores. If you don't want to attach a bank account, then they will help you automatically track your IOUs. This is a blessing for anyone who has struggled with allowance for kids because who carries cash anymore? Now, some experts say you should not pay your kids to do chores. Homey says it's all about rewarding responsibility in order to maximize motivation. I say you know your kids better than the experts, so do whatever works for you. My favorite thing about Homey is that when a task is done, you just sweep it away. It's so satisfying that is my reward. Because let's face it, nobody is paying parents to do chores in their own home. As soon as you figure out how to do that with technology, please let me know. If you want more tips for spring cleaning your digital life, check out My Digital Cleanse. You can find it on YouTube just by searching for Digital Cleanse.